Hi everyone and welcome to How Did I Get Here? Today I join you from Mt Takamori. Takamori is a 386 meter high mountain above Asamushi Onsen at the northeastern tip of Aomori City. It's an easy loop hike with lovely views, plenty of wildflowers, and a relaxing onsen at the end of the hike. How did I get here? It's time to find out. Exit Asamushi Onsen Station and immediately turn right. Go up the pedestrian overpass that goes up and crosses over the train tracks. Turn right at the top of the stairs and cross over the bridge that spans the train tracks. Walk straight toward the mountains spread out right in front of you. Don't forget to turn around and enjoy the beautiful sea views. Once over the bridge, take the stairs on your right. At the bottom of the stairs, walk out to the first small street and hang a left. Continue straight to the end of the road. You can see the mountain right in front of you. Cross over a small bridge and turn left and then an immediate right up a set of concrete stairs. Up these stairs is the start of the loop hike. You can see a sign in Japanese here that says Juban, Babayama Yuhodo, and Korobiyama Iriguchi. Turn right at the top of the concrete stairs and follow a trail with a fence on your right. It is overgrown, so be careful. The trail will widen a little bit and you'll hit a junction with a signpost that says Tembodai. So just turn left at this junction and continue on the easy to follow trail. Work your way up through a really beautiful forest and keep your eye out for wildflowers. You will soon reach a hairpin turn. Just stay to the right. Up some gentle concrete steps. The forest is surprisingly lush here, so take your time and enjoy the scenery. Just keep following the gentle stairs up toward the ridge, serenaded by the sounds of late summer cicadas. At the top of the first rise, you'll reach a rest bench with a nice view through the trees over at the ocean. Beyond, this is a good place. Oh gosh, good place to take. This is a good place to take a break and pull the spider webs off your pants. The trail will flatten out and traverse along the ridge. It's hard to believe you're actually still in Aomori City. The nature is so lush and deep here. On the far side of the first peak, you will drop down quickly to a saddle. At the saddle, you will walk across a mysterious spigot coming out of the ground. At the top of the next rise, there are some really old rest benches here. Head straight on the ridge in front of you. At the bottom of the next slope, you will reach a junction here. There's a trail that goes off the mountain to your left. A trail that says Tembodai, 500 meters straight ahead, which is where you want to go. There's also another stone post here that says Juniban, number 12. So just head straight. You will soon reach a second junction with a trail going off on your left to a parking lot. Turn right here. You'll soon reach a junction with a signpost. A steep set of concrete steps right in front of you. Climb up those steps to the lookout point. And what a fantastic lookout point this is. There are numbered signposts along the way. This is number 29 at the lookout point. I think these are for rescue. If you have trouble on the mountain and you need rescue, you can use these numbers to help. You don't need to retrace your steps at the lookout point. There's actually a trail that goes down on the far side to the right here and pass by a gazebo on your right. At the next saddle, there's a four-way junction. Continue straight on the ridge. There's a small hand-painted sign here that says Takamori 3 kilos. Keep climbing on the beautiful trail. Pass by more rest benches The trail will broaden as you reach a broad forest road. You'll see another sign that says 2.7 to Takamori Yama. Just stay straight on this road. Walk to the end of the forest road, past a rest shelter, and turn left into the forest. Just when you enter the forest, there will be an unmarked junction on your right. You can take a unused trail up to a lookout point in about 10 minutes. Otherwise, just keep left on the well-used trail. The trail will soon veer toward the right, so just stay on the main trail. So at this sign, white signpost, there's a number 10 here. It says Takamori Yama, 2.46 kilometers. This sign says Takamori Yama, 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's a pretty slow pace. You can do it much faster if you're going fast without brakes. The trail will climb up a long incline through a beautiful hardwood forest. You'll soon pass by some really nice beech trees. At the top of the big rise, there's another signpost here, and the trail will veer left along the ridge. Pass under the down tree and don't hit your head on the way through. The ridge is really easy to follow, and the forest is breathtakingly beautiful. These white signposts will help you to keep pace and to make sure you're on the right trail. Less than 2 kilometers to go. As you climb deeper into the forest, the sounds of the roads and the trains will completely disappear, and you'll just hear the sounds of nature. If you've come in the late summer or early fall, you will start to see some kuri, or Japanese chestnuts, along the trail. Next, you'll pass through an area of bamboo grass. Take it slow and really take in the forest and relish in its beauty. At the top of the next point in the ridge, the trail will turn to the right. You'll see a white signpost that says 1.11 kilometers and a number 47 on the tree. Climb up another short slope to a junction. So at the next saddle, you'll reach the final junction to Takamori. There's a trail on the left here that splits away from the main loop trail. It says Takamori 0.83. You're gonna go up to Takamori and come back on the same trail. When you come back, you're gonna turn left and keep following on this trail on the left to complete the loop. So just turn left here for the climb to Takamori. The first part is gentle, and then the climb starts. The final climb is deceptively long. It climbs up, flattens out, climbs up, flattens out, climbs up, flattens out, and climbs up steeply, flattens out, and then climbs up again. Here we are on the top of Takamori, marked by a big shrine. The top is marked by a really old signpost. Above that is a more modern signpost. It's not the best of views, but remember, this mountain is Takamori Yama. Tall mountain. Mori is a forest, tall mountain in the forest, which is a pretty good name for this steep mountain in the middle of this lush forest. So from your summit, retrace your steps to the junction, head left. Our next landmark is Mount Baba. Even though the route is relatively well marked, it's better to have a digital map. I'm using YaMap today, and that's been very helpful. The narrow trail will immediately start to lose altitude. Continue along the narrow spur. You will pass over a giant pine tree called Kyojin Ryu-no-matsu, giant dragon pine, that sits right over top of the trail. And an unmarked junction on your left with some orange tape. Ignore that faint trail to your left and stay on the main spur. And then you'll start climbing on the overgrown trail toward Mount Baba. And from the top of Baba, there's no signposts, but look for the big cell phone tower. Continue straight on the spur. Sign toward Hotaruko. You'll drop down steeply once again on the other side of Baba. And you'll pass by another giant pine tree. At the bottom of the saddle, you will reach another junction. This leads down to the Hotaruko and around. I'm gonna stay on the ridge actually and just head straight up. It says 1.1 back to the station. So just stay straight. The trail is easy to follow. And at the top of the spur, this is a junction to go to the giant red pine trees to the left, or you can stay right and go to the hot spring. I would recommend going back there to the trees and then retracing your steps and heading straight. The trail does flatten and it's easy walking along the spur. Just before you drop off the ridge and down into the town, you will reach one final rest area made out of concrete. Drop off the far side of this lookout point. Walk past a big stone monument and down to the road. When you hit the fence, turn left. So you started the hike on a fence and you end on a fence. And drop back to the road. When we're back in town, just hang a right and a left and a right and a left, and you'll end up back at Asamushi Onsen Station. It took me exactly 2 hours from the station to the top to get here. This is a 3 to 4 hour loop hike. If you've come up here with kids, I would recommend giving yourself more time, about 6 hours. This hike can be done from spring to autumn when the snow has melted from the mountain. If you do have winter mountaineering experience and snowshoes and maybe crampons, I think you can come up here in the winter. I would come with a local though, just to make sure. I would say probably for the fall colors, late September to mid-October would be the best time. It is a low elevation mountain, but the forests feel a lot higher than just 300 meters in elevation. So that's it for another edition of How Did I Get Here? A special Tohoku edition. If you're looking for an easy hike in Aomori City on your way to or from Asamushi Hot Spring, then please consider Takamori. As usual, when you're in the mountains of Japan, be kind, be safe, and be smart. Thanks for watching.